Hey, it's raining outside. The weather is really cool out there. I have to go there. So, anyway, welcome back to the channel, and guys, this is Rajoshi, and today together we are going to learn something that is called split toning in Lightroom Mobile and use the same thing in a photograph live in real time. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So split toning basically means split and tone. Tone means coloring. Toning means somewhat some sort of coloring. So split toning, as the name suggests, you split the pixels and then color it. So this is a sort of divide and rule kind of thing, and in which you separate the shadows and highlights and color them separately. So in the same video I'm going to show you how you can do that using Lightroom mobile app. So without any further ado, once again, this time I'm saying it for final time, let's get started. Once we are here in this wonderful world of Lightroom mobile, the first thing that we are going to do here is play with the adjustment of the light tab, and this is nothing special, just very specific to the image. I'm going to correct this image so that it suits our need in a better way. So let's get going. I'm going to decrease the exposure, increase the contrast, decrease the highlights, increase the shadows, increase the whites to bring back some shininess, and then decrease the blacks. Once I'm done with that, the next thing that we are going to do here is apply a tonal curve, and this one is going to be a simple S curve with the secret sauce. This is going to be a simple S curve. That's it. By the way, if you are interested about learning about this curve, there is a completely separate video on the channel about this. You can go and check it out. If you don't, it's still okay, but if you want to learn, you can go and check it out. So here we are done with editing this image on terms of the basic light panel. This was the before, this is the after, and now we are going to use split toning. For split toning, click on the color tab and then click on this color grading option at the bottom, just below the color mix option. Click on this color grading. Once you open the color grading tab, you will find yourself in front of three circles of color. The first one is called shadows, second one is midtones, and third one is highlights. So what this does is that this color circle, using this color circle, you can apply color to very specific part of an image. For example, in this highlight circle, if I select a blue color, this will affect the highlights of this image here, and you can see her cheeks got a bluish tone. If you turn it to green, her cheeks will get greenish. If you turn it to red, her cheeks will get red, because in this picture the cheeks are the highlights of this image. So I'm going to apply a reddish tone to her cheeks and decrease the opacity using the slider, as you can see here. Then I'm going to the midtones and apply a yellowish tone, again decrease the opacity, and finally for the secret sauce I'm going to the shadows and using a blue color, bluish to greenish, let's say greenish, and decrease the opacity or saturation, as you might say. Out of the topic, why did I choose this color? This color is called complementary color set, in which you choose opposite colors in highlights and shadows. Wait, I don't think I made a sense there. So I'll make a completely separate video on that topic as well. But for now, just remember that this is called complementary color tone or complementary color palette. The next thing we are going to do is click on the cross button here to close the tab, and then we are going to finish editing this image using some details and effects. So in the details panel, I am going to decrease the clarity, decrease the texture, add some vignetting, and then dehaze it. And down here I am going to add a lot of grains. As you can see here, I added a lot of grains. This was the before, this is the after, and I added a lot of grains to her face because I really like the combination of green and grains, because it brings back the aesthetic of that old Kodak era. So I really enjoy using that tone. So once you're done with that, we are pretty much done editing this image. So for the sake of before and after, here is your before and this is the after. Before, after, before, after. Take a closer look at the highlights. The highlights of her face, the cheeks got a reddish tone and the shadows got a greenish tone here. And this very thing, we divided the pixels we divided the shadows and highlights. We divided the shadows of the background, highlights of the background, shadows of our face, highlights of our face. We separated them and we colored them differently. So this concept is called split toning. I'll repeat it, called split toning. Split and then tone. Simple as that. It's very simple to understand. So with that being said, I hope we learned something new in this video and you enjoyed the session. We will meet soon in the next video. Until then, take care, adios and goodbye. Oh, sorry. Goodbye.